I just wanted to quickly talk about what a great example to all of us First Minister Nicola Sturgeon is today, because there's been a nonsense report in the newspapers for the last few days about her wanting to take down the Union flag from buildings in Scotland and replace it with a line rampant on royal occasions. And of course, it all turned out not to be true. A number of the unionist media had ran this story. And of course, they've all got egg on their faces now. And although that said, it didn't stop the Scotsman and the Express from doubling down on the story and reporting it the next day again. I suppose some people are just far stupider than others. But today, Ian Dale of LBC Radio, Leading Britain's Conversation, made a full apology to Nicola Sturgeon and had said, I was shown evidence that seemed to corroborate what I'd been told regarding you making a change in policy, and I believed it. Of course, it didn't turn out to be true. And Nicola Sturgeon accepted that apology very graciously. And there's been a lot of people, it's not been good enough for them, though. I mean, it's good enough for Nicola Sturgeon, but it's not good enough for a lot of the people on the internet. And I just think we could all just learn a little bit more from Nicola Sturgeon. A lot of the unionist press could learn something from Ian Dale, actually, because their apologies have not been on the same standard as his. So a lot of the unionist press could learn a little bit more from Ian Dale. And I think a lot of us on the Scottish nationalist side could learn more from Nicola Sturgeon. And one of the things that Ian Dale had said to sort of finish off the end of his statement was that, yes, he was wrong, but some of the abuse he'd received and some of the things that had been said to him were, over the top. And I think rather than get angry about him saying that, as if that's some sort of, caveat or an attack on the Scottish nationalist side, I think it's something we should probably listen to and have a think about, because there was nobody who's ever seen a Scottish nationalist, in full tilt, having a go at somebody for getting something wrong and thought, oh, that's definitely the side I want to be on. Nobody's really convinced by intemperate language on the internet. So, I mean, we actually want to win people over to our cause. It would be nice if we could be as gracious as Nicola Sturgeon and perhaps be a little bit more charitable in our analysis. And hey, I'm not telling you that unionists aren't as bad or don't do wrong things too, but that's not the argument. I mean, we're not reducing this to the level of football ground politics, are we, to say that, oh well, it doesn't matter if we say nasty things because the other side says nasty things too. They're really bad. In fact, they're even worse than us, because that's not really the point. The point is, if we want to win people over to the cause of independence, the more extreme elements on the internet, the people who lose their temper all the time on the internet, they don't show us in the best possible light. If we can rise above it, then we'll be shown in a much better light. I mean, just look at Scotland. Let's take it back to football. Let's look at Scotland and English football teams and how the Scottish national team after the 70s became, sort of dropped all the angle of football hooliganism and just went out there and had a good time. Which team ended up looking better? Was it the Scotland team or the England team? If we can be gracious enough to accept an apology when it's offered and to couch our disagreements in slightly more temperate language, then it would actually do our side of the debate a lot more favours than ills. Anyway, that's all I've got to say about it. Well done to Ian Dale and well done to Nicola Sturgeon. So until I catch us all again, cheerio.